Good morning, YouTube. How are you this morning? I am pretty good for spending the whole weekend cooped up in the truck. It is just after 6 o'clock Central Time, and I am in Silver Grove, Kentucky at Continental Building Products. After I talked to y'all, I kind of continue to hang out there in Georgetown at the Pilot, watch television, and played on my PlayStation, just kind of goofed off and relaxed, talked to the wife on the phone. I stayed there until roughly 3 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time on Sunday, where I kind of started getting stir crazy, and the weather was starting to turn. The clouds are starting to pick up, and it's kind of misting on and off, but the good stuff hadn't come in yet, or wasn't due to come in yet until today. So I went ahead and took off and started heading up here. It's only about an hour and 20-minute drive. I've made it before. It's kind of a normal thing from Georgetown, and but I got delayed coming into Cincinnati at near the 471 junction that turns off to go into Silver Grove and the loop around Cincinnati. A Prime Transportation, not a Prime Inc., but a Prime Transportation truck lost one of the duals off of its trailer. The whole thing came off, axle segment, the whole bit, all in one piece. In traffic there, and hit a couple cars, and did a bunch of damage, and traffic started backing up. It happened about maybe 15 minutes before I got there, so it took about 45 minutes to get through that little backup. It wasn't too bad. I heard later that the backup they closed the freeway, ended up being like a 5-hour backup or something like that. But I got up here about 4:30 or so Central Time, and then when I pulled in, checked in, the guard told me that they weren't even here yet. I said, well, I knew that. And he tried to tell me, well, there's pizza places and all kinds of food to deliver here. I said, no, that's cool. I got everything in the truck. I'm just going to go park and relax and wait till the morning. And he said, okay. Well, he told me to come in at the shipping office comes in at 10 o'clock Eastern or 9 Central. And I could probably check in then, and they might load me tonight. And I said, okay. Well, I knew that wasn't going to happen because the loaders usually don't even come in until like 11 or something like that. So I hung out, played some more PlayStation, and just kind of chilled. I was getting ready to go to bed. I had decided to go to the bathroom, and head inside. And sure enough, one of the shipping guys I know that I've seen here before was in there. And I asked if I could go ahead and just check in and get my paperwork. He said, yeah, cool. He says, if you want to, you go ahead and get in line, but it might be a while. But he said it'd be better if I waited until 6 o'clock Central to get in line, to go ahead and get in line to get loaded, because he was short loaders for the night, and they had a lot of preloads to do. And I said, that's cool, I can do that. So I did. I went back to the truck, finished what I was doing on my PlayStation, and then checked my email and went to bed. I got up this morning at 5:45. Put everything away, got dressed, and then moseyed on down here and got in line. And just as I got in line, it just turned 6 o'clock Central, and the first shift was coming in. So spot opened up, and I pulled up, and I'm sitting here, and they're slowly but surely putting it on. According to my loader, they are shorthanded. He said due to staff turnover is what he told me. In other words, they probably let some people go, or some people quit and they haven't come back. They haven't got enough people to do it all. So usually there's 2 people at a time loading these trucks, and I only have 1 loading me right now. So the weekend after I talked to y'all last, which I guess is alright. It was cold at night. It was getting colder, and it's been getting the weather's been getting fouler over the last day or so. It was sprinkling this morning when I started to pull in here. There's a huge swath of rain from me all the way to Texas, and I got to go through almost all of it to get to Lebanon, Missouri, where this is where this load goes to the Lowe's there. I'm hoping that I'm able to get there with little to no difficulty. I want to get south of um, south of this area, because the cold front on top of the rain is supposed to turn a lot of this stuff to snow, and I don't have a problem driving it. Other people have problems driving it, and I just don't want to be in it. I want to start heading and get back towards Texas for next weekend so I can go home. But that's pretty much it. It's a long weekend, but sometimes solitude is good, and I spent a lot of time talking to my wife about whether I'm going to continue training or not, and I may talk about that later. I really do like training, but as far as financials going, I don't think at this right now it's going to be doing me all that much good. We'll have to see. I'm committed to doing it for at least 6 months, and we'll have to continue to monitor it. Now, like I said, I'll talk about it later. So that's all we got for now. They're gonna get these guys finished loading up, and I got it. Then after they put the tarps on, I got to finish bungeeing it down. I have a feeling I'm gonna be doing it in the rain, because it's starting to rain outside. So, oh well. We'll talk later once I get to Lebanon. Till then, see you later. Bye. Good evening, YouTube. How are you this evening? I am pretty good. It is just after 8 p.m. Central Time, and I am at Lowe's Home Improvement store in Lebanon, Missouri. It's exit 129 on I-44. I got here about 20 minutes ago or so, and it was a pretty decent drive down, though it rained most of the day like I had forecast it would. It rained from about 60 miles outside of Lexington on 71 until I got and stopped about Pacific, Missouri. So pretty much roughly 400 miles or so of rain. It wasn't too bad. There were some times where it got pretty heavy, and the wind picked up pretty good, but it wasn't really too bad. However, coming through just outside of Pacific, just before I got out of it, it was pretty cold, and some of it was freezing pellets. I don't know what that foretells for the St. Louis area, though probably not much, since it was tapering off anyway. But right now it's about 36 degrees, and the wind is blowing out of the southwest at about 12 to 14 miles an hour. It's pretty chilly outside, and it's probably going to be a pretty chilly night. Other than that, not really much to say. I stopped in Mount Vernon, Indiana, Mount Vernon, Illinois, at the Pilot there, and took my DOT break, ate, and took a shower and relaxed a little bit. I was there about 50 minutes, and then other than the normal load checks, not really anything going on today. Kind of quiet. Listened to my audiobooks all the way out, and just a nice lazy day. This load delivers tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Actually, anytime between 7 in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll be getting up at 6:30 and taking the straps off and getting most of the bungees off and put away in preparation for getting the tarps off and getting them to unload it. Parked right next to the back fence where the unloading area is, and a little pull-off that's designed just for trucks. And there's a Walmart next door, and I think I'm going to walk over there and do some grocery shopping and pick up a couple things. Kind of getting low on food. All that sitting around over the weekend. I ate a lot. Never going to get skinny again. Not at this rate, anyway. But that's it. All in all, a really good day. It was cool and damp. It was a nice drive. So that's pretty much it. I have no idea what's going to be doing tomorrow. I'm a little too far away for for Fort Smith, and I'm about 250 to 300 miles away from Jonesburg, Missouri, where they do shingles. So I'm not really sure what they're going to have me doing. Other than those two places, and one other place, it's actually on the way. It's actually due south of here about an hour, about 2 hours. And the only places I know of to load in Missouri, but there's bound to be other stuff. They can do anything they want, providing it kind of gets me towards Texas for the weekend. My son's got his military ball, and he wants me and my wife to go with him and his date. I guess probably because they're going to do a veterans tribute or something, and since I'm a veteran, there you go. That's all I got. So I'm going to go shopping to make something a late night snack. I'm not going to make too much. And then hit the sack. So until tomorrow, keep the shiny side up. 73s. See ya.